There is a great paradox in the Gospel of Luke today. That description of journeying to Jerusalem is another way of saying that Jesus is headed for the cross, for Calvary. He is walking steadily and resolutely, we're told, because he is determined to fulfill the Father's will, that he would lay down his life out of great sacrificial love so that sins would be forgiven and the redemption of the world made possible. Only through that great heart of love is Jesus able to continue that journey that will lead to his death. And they passed through a Samaritan village on the way to that destiny. Jesus, filled with love, and certainly calling those who follow him to do the same. His teaching has been clear. Love your enemies. Forgive those who hurt you. Turn the other cheek. It is a message that calls all disciples of Jesus to radical, unconditional love. It's easy to love those who love you. Anyone can do that. Christians are called to love in a different way. And when they meet the Samaritans, who are enemies of the Jews, they do not welcome them. There is no reception for them there. And immediately James and John want to put them to death. Let's ask God to send fire down from heaven to consume them. A completely contradictory message to all that they've heard, but isn't that our normal response? Let's get even. Let's get revenge. We hold grudges. We don't like to forgive people who have hurt us. It's hard to be merciful, but there is no other way. We need to be on that journey to Jerusalem just like Jesus. There is no other way to life except through death. And we're called to put on a heart of love no matter what the cost, no matter how hard it seems, no matter what other people do to us. We can never respond in any other way. The response of James and John is rebuked by Jesus. He turns away from them. We hear in our first reading from the prophet Zechariah, the people are growing tired of building the temple. They've been dragging their feet. And Zechariah is pushing them forward, encouraging them to build the house of God, because it is a sign that God is with you. God is with us, as we proclaimed in the responsorial psalm today. And that God is inviting us into communion with him, intimate communion. That's why we're here day after day after day, not just to say prayers, not just to receive communion. There's something going on here. It's the transformation of our hearts and souls. If that doesn't happen, don't bother. Don't bother coming. That's the challenge. We who receive the total unconditional love of God must respond in that same way. We need to forgive, to love our enemies, never to respond in hate. We see it all around us today, and people justify it in the name of goodness and righteousness. It is never appropriate to respond to anyone with hatred, with violence. There's no justification for a Christian to respond in any other way except with the heart of love. That's what we need to pray for. We're on the journey to Jerusalem. Jesus invites us to travel with him. But if we hope to gain life, We need to shed everything from our hearts that prevents us from loving God with all our heart and soul and loving everyone as God loves them.